Hey,
Tonight on the Kristy Marie Show.
I'm going to be honest with you. And I hope that after I tell you this, you're not going to be mad at me. Let me tell you the honest to God's truth. Burning that black book did not end everything. Everybody, Margaret has a doctor's appointment, and Bobo got a new phone, and he texted me his new number and everything. She didn't want him having to go. She said she'd be okay, and I told Bobo that this would be the time for him to come over so me and him can talk, and we can talk about this whole thing with Kristy. So her appointment is in a little bit, so they're on their way. So I'm gonna clean off the deck so we can sit up here in the sun. I mean, it's warm out here, but it's not, I don't know, I'm just cold in the house because I got the air conditioner on because I was hot this morning. But anyway, I'm gonna clean off the deck real quick and do something with his hair, and I'm so sleepy right now, I can hardly stand it. But anyway, I'm gonna do that real quick. So yeah, he's coming, so we're gonna try to come up with a plan to try to do something about this Kristy and Chester situation. So anyway, I'll see everybody when he gets here. I don't know if Margaret's she's gonna drop him off, so I doubt we'll see her. Anyway, so I doubt we'll see her. I'll talk to y'all in a bit. Bobo's here. I texted him and told him I was down here on the deck. I wanted to. Hey. Hey. Is Margaret already gone?
Yeah, she went on to the doctor's office for her appointment.
Oh, okay. I was going to go wave at her. I was in there, get me something to drink. You want something?
Yeah, sure, what you got?
Pepsi, Coke, Sundrop, orange juice, water, milk.
Orange juice will be fine.
Okay, I'll be right back then.
Okay.
Oh, be careful right there, watch your step. Got some boards we got to nail down.
Okay, I'll try to be careful.
I'm gonna go get orange juice.
What's that sound? Sounds like the woo-hoo-hoo, woo-hoo-hoo.
That noise is a little motion owl.
Thanks.
One's a chicken that crows every time you move. It crows. And got a owl and a frog. Every time you move, it makes a noise, and it's getting kind of annoying. But at least we know when someone walks in the back for a door that we know when someone's trying to come in.
Yeah, good alarm clock.
It's not as loud as an alarm though. Yeah, that's our new door we got put on. Oh, you got to see our new kitchen floor too. You might be here to see Mom. She'll probably be tired when she gets home. I don't know if she's going to be coming in late because she's got to stop to the store.
No, it'd be nice to see her again. I still feel a little bad about that rocking chair. Yeah, I think she's going to get better on, I think, on her blood pressure medicine since they changed it themselves.
Since her hospital stay, she hasn't been home for just a couple of days.
Yeah, she's been taking it easy.
Yeah, she needs to take it easy. She really does. And this is exactly why we have to keep this secret about what Chester is doing to Chrissy.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I want to know how you found out about this, Chester.
We need to just find out what my friend is going to find out on him, and then we need to set up a time where we can go to his work. Chrissy barely texts me, and I think it's because of him. I don't think he's allowing her to text anybody. I don't know. I can't shake this feeling, and I've had that feeling ever since he came to my house last year on my birthday. I mean, he just... And then Margaret started telling me how he wouldn't let Chrissy go out because of the coronavirus, and how he didn't want her mama, her own mother, going to see them. Not letting her see Chrissy anytime she wants to. Yeah, something's off with that. Okay. I'm gonna be plain. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I hope that after I tell you this, you're not gonna be mad at me. I suspected things were off with that guy. Margaret was, talking about it. He seemed controlling. He seemed possessive, and just, I don't know. And then when she brought him here for my birthday of 2019, the way he was acting with her, they were in the kitchen, and he kept staring at her, and just, I don't know, there's something about him that gave me the creeps. Even though he came here a few years ago later wearing them silly glasses, I thought it was just because he was wanting to be silly,
I mean, he went to school with us, and he was like in the upper class or something, and they were friends for a while. I mean,
and they always hung out as friends. I didn't know that she was actually going to start a relationship with him, but he told her that he had always had a crush on her. Well, like I said, I knew things were off with him. And one day Margaret came here. She came here, this was like in September, late September, close to October. And she said that she had went to Chester. She said that she went to Chester and Kristy's house to visit, and Kristy acted like she was having a hard time walking. And she had on long pants. And she asked Kristy what was the matter, and Kristy told her that she got bad sunburn. Well, funny thing is, it had rained most of September, and Kristy never wears shorts. I mean, she wears pants all the time. She wears jeans all the time. And she told her mama she'd just been laying out. She never lays out. I mean, she gets sunburned. She does get sunburned really bad, but the thing about it is, we had some cool days in September, and most of the part of September it rained. So Margaret thought that was off just a little bit, but she didn't think nothing of it. But it didn't sound right. Even to Mom, it didn't sound right.
Yeah.
And it didn't. It just made me have more of a weird feeling about it. So I didn't know what to do. I couldn't sit here and talk to Margaret and say, look, you know, maybe you need to check into this guy. Because Margaret had known him for a long time. Not as long as she's known you. Same thing with Kristy, you know, they've known you all their life. I know you're not going to want to hear this. But I went to Patty for help.
Why her, out of all people?
Okay. That day that she came here and brought you and told us everything about what was going on. About what Rene had done. This whole plan was all Rene's. I know you were really mad at everybody at that time. And I'm hoping that you have forgiven me for not letting you explain when we all thought that you were ignoring Kristy. Well, I really didn't think that, but Kristy thought, you know, she thought you wanted to be with Rene. But anyway, that day that Patty was here, I felt sorry for her. I'm sorry. And because Renee's a total bitch, and she is to blame for all of this, and we blamed her for the accident that you were in. And no, Patty shouldn't have taken you from the hospital.
She kidnapped me. There won't no taking me from the hospital about it. She kidnapped me from the hospital.
She shouldn't have kidnapped you from the hospital and kept you away from us. But she was trying to protect you. And she told me that when you went to her house to get the rest of your stuff, that you and her came to an understanding, and you told me that same day that y'all had got closure. And she told me that you understood to a certain extent why she did what she did.
I'm not mad at you. I mean, you can be friends with whoever you want to. But I want you to understand my point of view. I was living with this woman for months, thinking that I was engaged to her, thinking that I didn't have no family, no friends around. You know, I was, every night, you know, I would wonder more about my life. You know, I would try to remember things. And I remember one day, she was gone. It was around Christmas time, and I had a seizure. And went to my Facebook profile and I saw pictures of Kristy. Then I remember seeing her at the hospital when Patty was there, telling them that I was her fiance. You know, I mean, I understand, and to a certain extent, Patty wanted to protect me from Rene, because Rene is, she is a bitch. She is a bitch, okay? And she wanted to break up with me, she wanted to break up with me and Kristy. She wanted to break up with me and Kristy. I mean, the thing could have been, I mean, it is what it is. I get it, you know. Things could have been a little bit differently, but it is what it is. And the fact of the matter is that she kidnapped me. That's how I felt. She kidnapped me away from all of you, and had me thinking that we were engaged, so she could get back at Rene. You know, I mean, okay, all right. And me and her, thank God, I never slept with her. I mean, we came close. New Year's Eve of 2020. Well, New Year's of 2019, going into 2020, and that now and then when I realized who she was that day when, you know, we were all here, it was like a feeling of disgust ran through me, like I felt like that she violated me. And if me and her had slept together, that would have been considered rape. And that's terrible. That's a terrible thing. And thank God she came to her senses and stopped. And I understand. I mean, she told me the same thing when I went to her house to pick up my stuff. She told me why she done it. And she did get my guitar and my class ring out of the pawn shop. And I'm thankful for that. And I saw how sorry that she was. And I told her that I understood to a certain extent why she done it. Because Rene had messed up a lot of people's lives. And, well, Patty isn't all the victim here. I mean, Patty isn't the victim here. I mean, she is a grown woman. She knew what she was doing. And what she did was wrong. I don't care what anybody says. What she done was wrong. I mean, we got our closure. I mean, and I didn't fully forgive her. I mean, I forgive you. And I mean, and I saw how sorry she was, but I mean, when I went there, it felt so awkward. I mean, I can't explain how I felt. I mean, and she, when I didn't have a memory of anything, I guess I did love her. That part of me loved her, but since I know who she is, I don't love her. I never want to see her again. I never want to hear her name again. And I mean, I told her I forgave her to a certain extent, but I am not happy about what she done. I mean, she lied. I mean, she lied to me every single day. And like I said, I mean, when I was around her, I just felt so awkward and violated. I felt like, I don't know, Chris. It's just, I can't explain the feeling. It's an awkward feeling. I mean, she was a lot older than me. I mean, old enough to be my mother. And I honestly felt like I don't know. I can't explain it. That's why I don't want to ever be around her again. She's better off, not around here. I don't want ever, I don't want to be around her again. I mean, you can be friends with who you want to be. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't want her to really know what's going on in my life. I want her out of the picture. I want Rene out of the picture.
Okay, I mean, I totally understand your point of view. I really and truly do. But I'm just that type of person that tries to see the good in somebody. And from what Patty has told me is that you made some kind of impact on her life. I mean, I don't know how you did that or whatever. I mean, I know Rene said some bad things about her whenever she was here, talking about that she was nasty and stuff like that.
She used to be a stripper.
Yeah, she did tell me that she used to be a stripper. That's all she told me. This right here. It probably won't scare you off. I have a little black book with tons of young guys' phone numbers. Some I met at the strip club and some on the internet. I'm not a pervert, I swear. I was in my 30s dating guys who were 21, 25. Mainly the ones who just wanted to have fun. These guys, after work, some of these guys I would ask to go to a hotel room with me. And some were videotaped. I've had more than one guy in the bed with me. I guess I'm just a whore. I know it sounds bad, but I can't tell you how many young guys I have slept with.
Let's just say that she's been around. She seems to know a lot of young guys down at the beach. At karaoke party, every guy that walked in knew her. Like, hey baby. Thinking, that's my woman, leave her alone. Crazy mess. Thank God I remember everything. But anyway, I did. I thought she needed to be a better person. She's no Rene. Maybe she can be a good person, but the way she has made me feel violated and just, I don't know.
After you went to jail, me and her text each other. And Tom stayed with her half of the summer, all of the summer, because he had this bad recluse bike.
Yeah, they did not get along. He told me about that when he went to visit me one day at the jail. He told me they fought like cats and dogs the whole time that he was there. I don't know how he tolerated her. He didn't tolerate her. Yeah, he said he was glad to get out of that house. Just went to the hospital and said screw this virus and went to the hospital. He's a stubborn man. contract, and I don't know, she had this little black book. And had all these guys' phone numbers in it, and I told her to get rid of it, that she didn't need all them men. She needed to stop sleeping around. And she needed to stop, sleeping with all these young men. I mean, I'm glad I changed her if that's what she says. But I mean, like I said, I feel violated by her. And like I said, it's hard. Like I said, it's hard for me to explain. Just go ahead and tell me about you and her trying to find out things about Chester.
So, I texted her and asked how she was doing. And so when I got really worried about Kristy, I went to her. And I told her that I wanted her advice on what I should do. And she told me that she felt sorry. She felt really bad for the whole thing with you and Kristy, and that she would do anything to try to get you two back together. So I invited her over here. She met my mom, and me and her put our heads together to come up with a plan to see what we could find on Chester and how we could get Kristy away from him. So this is what happened. Like I said, Patty came here and she said she had a cop friend that could do some digging on him. In the meantime, we wanted to go to his work and spy on him. I texted Kristy and just made regular conversation with her, and she said Chester was at work at the time. So Patty and I knew that would be the perfect chance to go on and spy on him. She came to pick me up, and we sat at Belk's for a little bit. Then we saw him come out of the store, and a car pulled up, and it was a girl, and it wasn't Kristy. He got in the car with her and kissed her. Patty and I were speechless and so mad. We were going to follow him, but Patty said that she would get up with her cop friend first, then we would go from there. A few days later, she came over and told me her friend had done some digging and came to find out that Chester had been accused of raping 3 girls but got off scot-free because these girls had no proof. He drugged them. His dad is a crooked lawyer at that. So we had the names of one of his victims, and she was his last victim, and we had address. So Patty and I went to the address, and we talked with Rachel's mother, who informed us about Rachel no longer living there because of Chester, and she told us all about Chester abusing her daughter and her being his submissive and sexually abusing her, and that they had proof because of emails, because Rachel's brother had hacked into Chester's computer, so he had proof, but Chester found out he was hacked and went to Rachel's house and beat him with a rusted saw and cut off some of his fingers. Rachel was threatened by Chester, so he threatened her and told her to tell the cops that she made up the story, just so that she could sue him. He told her he didn't want to be with her anyway because she wasn't his queen, that his queen would be the one that he marries, the one he takes far away to his castle, takes her virginity, and gets her pregnant. And they have children, and live happily ever after in his control forever. So after hearing this, me and Patty were so upset, and so Patty said we were going to go trick-or-treating. What she meant by that was we were going to go and grab some costumes, because we knew Chester had a security camera set up at his house because he's a rich guy. And so we went to the dollar store, grabbed some costumes to wear so he wouldn't recognize us on the way there. We got stuck in a ditch, and we had to wait for a tow truck. And by the time we got out of the ditch, it was getting closer and closer for Chester to get off work. We got there. We texted Kristy and told her exactly what was going on, and we were going to show her the proof that we had. There were screenshots of the proof on Patty's phone, but she went into her pocket and realized that she had dropped it.
So then Chrissy texts me and tells me, do we need to leave? That Chester's coming down the driveway. So me and Patty haul Buggy out of there, trying to find her phone. We fall. We finally find her phone. Then we see Chester's headlights flash right there in front of us, a little ways off. So he saw us. We hid. Finally made it to Patty's car and got out of there. And then, like the next day or two later, or yeah, maybe 2 days later, he texted me and said, "You need to stay away from there," and that he was monitoring her text messages. So here we are.
Well, that's a story I never thought I'd hear. Can't believe Kristy got involved with something like that. If she only had believed in me, trusted me, I would have never left her for Rene. All I wanted was time. Just time to get my feelings together. But I had no intentions of getting back with Rene. I just wanted to make sure that I was completely over her, and I was. I mean, Kristy just didn't trust me. I mean, I hate that we didn't really break up. I just told her I need a little bit of time, and Rene went and just took advantage of all that and screwed everything up.
So me and Patty were really scared for Kristy. And when he took her to Texas, he took her, that was him taking her away from here, taking her to his castle. So next thing he's got up his sleeve is that he's going to get her pregnant. And they're going to have children. And this is his idea of a happy life where he can control her forever. Because this is his queen. He came here with a gun the day that they left. With a gun. I could tell she didn't want to leave. I mean, I gave her this look like, I gave her that look and she shook her head. Scared to death because she knew that he had a gun. And there was Margaret standing there. Making him like he was a good guy and stuff. And I wanted to say something so bad. But I couldn't. I didn't want nobody to get hurt. I was just hoping maybe you would have gotten out in time, but you didn't, and that's cool. You're here now. So this is why we got to come up with a plan.
Yeah.
That's why I chose that we needed to go to Tom, your uncle. So I needed to get up with Tom. And I didn't know how. I couldn't go to Margaret because she would get suspicious. So I asked Patty, and she said that she had his number. I guess he gave it to her when he was staying there with her. I don't know, but she got it with him. And then we were going to go meet him at the jail cell so he could tell you about what was going on with Kristy. And I had a bad toothache that day, and I ended up going to the dentist, so she had to meet him. So that was the last time she saw him, and she only saw him she didn't want to go. She didn't want to be around him. And so she went and she told him what was going on. And that's when he went and told you.
You didn't tell me that.
As soon as Tom was involved, Patty stepped out, and I told her I would just inform her what was going on because she will know she really wants Kristy home, and she wants you two together.
He didn't tell me that probably because he didn't want to bring up her name in front of me. Well, he could have told me. I would have understood, but I don't want her in this. But I don't want her in this.
I've been informing her on things that are going on. I mean, she knows he was here with a gun and everything. But I've not seen her since my birthday, and that was in November, so it ain't like she comes here all the time. I mean, basically we just text now and then. The only time that we really hung out was when we were trying to go and when we were doing all this spying on Chester and trying to get Kristy out of that house. And I invited her for my birthday, because our birthday was both in November the same week, and just invited her over, and that's the last time I saw her. She don't want to make anything awkward between nobody. So, I mean, I won't bring her up. I mean, I know it makes you feel uncomfortable, and if she asks how you're doing, I'm just going to say you're doing fine, and if she asks how you and Kristy, I'll just say, you know, I'll just keep it short. I mean, respect your wishes. I mean, I won't tell her anything you don't want me to tell her.
Well, that's best. I'm glad she's not in the same county as us, and so I won't have to run into her. And she just going with her life. Don't worry about me. And just let her do her own thing now.
I didn't know anything about you getting out of jail, and Patty had texted me and told me that she'd heard from Tom, I guess through text message, you were getting out of jail. So Tom texted her so she could tell me. I mean, he probably could have texted Margaret, and then Margaret told me, but maybe he just felt like he didn't want to let Margaret know, because, I mean, I know that you were mad at Margaret and Kristy both. When you went to jail.
Yeah, he told me not to be so hard on Margaret, and I needed to forgive what Kristy done. And I mean, of course, when he told me about her getting beat and stuff, I mean, I kick his ass.
I know you're ready to punch him in the throat.
I wanted to do a lot worse than that.
I know. I tried to talk her into not marrying him and everything. I don't know what town she's staying in or nothing. I just know that she's somewhere near Houston. And I know that they left it quick in a hurry, because I made a mistake by telling Margaret you were getting out of jail. And she went and told Kristy. Kristy went and told Chester, which he's monitoring her phone, so he probably saw every text message that's being sent, in case Kristy slips up and says something.
Freak.
She can't text me or nothing. He's monitoring her phone. He knows everything. He's like one step ahead. Find out from Margaret what town.
I'll find out.
So, your uncle gone back forward to the mountains?
Yep.
When is he coming back down here?
He's coming back down here the weekend at Margaret's house. It's weird being there without Kristy, and then her bedroom being so empty.
Margaret's got a lot of stress on her with her mom, and with Kristy being in a different state and being 24 hours away. I mean, I don't understand why she's stressed out. And her having you there, and then Tom, you know, being there on the weekends and stuff. That'll help her keep her mind off of things and do her some good. So, it's a good thing that, it's a good thing that, he's coming down so he can spend time with you and all that.
Yep.
We gotta figure out something fast, because we don't want her to get pregnant by him. Oh my God, that wouldn't be good at all.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen. Yeah, I don't want that to happen.
If we can get Kristy home, do you want to, once we get Kristy home, do you want to try to get back together with her?
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I can't tell you what the future holds for nothing right now. I gotta find a job, and I don't know how things are gonna pan out.
Right now, it's one thing at a time, I know. I'm just glad you're out of jail. I know you're glad to be out of jail. What all did you do?
Yeah, I just stayed to myself. I worked out and watched TV and slept. Yep. I don't have any community service or anything. I've got a probation officer, and I can't get my license for about a year or so. So that sucks, but it is what it is. I should have known better. I'm just glad I didn't kill anybody. I know that the people that were in the accident, one of the guys' sons messed up his legs, and I started heard that he may not be able to walk again. My uncle was actually attacked at the hospital. That they died, came back to life, which is so weird. He threatened them. I was just mad. I just hope the guy can walk. I just hope his son can walk again. I'm just ready to move on now. I want to get Kristy home where she belongs, and I want to move on. I want to move forward and put all the bad stuff behind me. Cut all these bad things happening to me.
We'll go inside and I'll show you the kitchen floor. I'll be able to see Mom. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I like to see everything. I like to catch up on the good stuff. No more bad stuff right now. No more talking about bad stuff. Let's just talk about the good stuff. Maybe I will.
We'll go inside and today's my cat Lulu's birthday, the black one. Bastion's birthday was Monday. He turned 19. And then today's Lulu's birthday, so we're gonna have a tuna party for him this evening. Since all this mess has happened to you, with you losing your memory and everything, and going to jail, I really got a lot to tell you. Exciting things that's happened. I do have something sad to tell you. Nick died last summer.
Really?
Oh, excuse me. He was murdered.
Murdered?
Fox got him. I didn't see it happen. I just came home and it was a bunch of feathers.
Wow, I'm sorry about that. I like them.
I got 3 bantams. You know what? I'll show you everything. You know, let's try to distract ourselves from all the bad stuff, and I'll show you all the new things. We'll go and let you meet my chickens and tell you about my trip to Virginia and everything like that. Yeah. So that's what we'll be caught up on everything.
That sounds good to me.
So I'm gonna go entertain Bobo. I'll see everybody later. Everybody, Bobo just left. I didn't get to see Margaret. She is tired. She said she's gonna go home and go to sleep. I'm getting ready to take a nap soon too. Mama should be getting off work right now. So she missed Bobo, but he wanted me to tell her, hey, he loved the floor. He loved the chickens. I told him all about my Duke trip, and he liked how the guard cart was painted and everything. He said he'd let me know when he came up with a plan. He said he was gonna think on it tonight and see what he can do. Stay good. So here's the furniture. He must be having him a yard sale. I like that couch right there. I want it. Nice chairs too. Like Mom, I can just hear Mama now. We don't need that stuff. We had no place put for it. Out with the old and in with the new. Well, new to us, because that's probably used. I don't know. He might be having a yard sale for somebody else, because he came. I mean, his sister passed away, and he might be getting some stuff out of her house, but her husband still lives in that house. I don't know. He's having a yard sale, and he brought that stuff. He's beeping at Beverly, I believe. Probably needed her to go out there to help him. I don't think Bradley's home. I think he's working. Anyway, sorry, I get easily distracted. Anyway, he came from that way with the couch and the chairs. He's turning around to load it. Some nice furniture. But that love seat wouldn't go with our living room. It's blue. I don't think that's theirs, though. I don't know. Anyway, I just know he's having a yard sale. He has one every year on this time. I don't blame him if we had a lot. And, I'd be having a yard sale, too. He's sitting in his truck. Oh, he's trying to figure out how to put it under there, I reckon. I don't know. Anyway, I'll be on soon. But yeah, Bobo said he was going to figure out what to do. Sleepy. I don't see anybody he's talking to. I know he won't talking to me. It says something about the car. Oh, never mind. I see Beverly out there now. She's helping him. She's guiding him under the carport. Okay. So I knew he was going to react that way when I told him about Patty. I hate that, because me and Patty became such good friends, but it ain't like I can't still talk to her. And it ain't like she can't come over here to visit. I mean, she can if he's not here, and so I don't see that being a problem. I mean, I understand he's feeling violated and all that, and I guess, you know, I'd feel the same way too. Probably so. But she's not done anything to me. She's been nothing but nice to me, and she helped me out big time with trying to find out stuff on Chester, so I have nothing against her. I don't care what anybody else says. I don't have nothing else against her. All of them cannot like her and don't want nothing to do with her, but anyway, he told me not to tell her anything else about what's going on. But I had already texted her and told her that he was going to come here and we were going to figure out what to do about Kristy, and I hope she ain't going to be mad at me for telling him that me and her teamed up together, because she didn't want him to know. But I'm not going to tell her what he said about he never wants to see her again and all that bad stuff, because, I mean, she don't want to hear that, so. And I know she's at work, so I just texted her and said, hey, hope you're doing good. Bobo's coming. We're going to try to come up with a plan about Kristy, and I hadn't heard nothing from her. I just went inside, I actually took my phone, and she's at work, and she don't get off until 4, so she will probably, so she'll probably text me later. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wait for Mama, and then I'm going to go take me a nap. And then I am going to have Mom to go get some gas for my weed eater, and I'm going to see if I can't get it going today. And if I have time to spare, because this video may be long, it may be in 2 parts, I don't know yet. Anyway, will let y'all see me in action with it. And probably fuss at it and cuss at it, because it might get on my nerves at first. I gotta get used to it, but I don't even know if I can get the thing cranked. I mean, all I gotta do is fill it up with, I got to mix the gas, mix the oil, and mix the fuel stabilizer all together in a gallon a jug I got yesterday, and pour it in the weed eater and do what Mike said to do, prime it, whatever, and then crank it up, pull the string and crank it up and watch it go. There is a lot of trimming around here that I do need to do, especially on the chicken coop, and they need to come out today. It's a beautiful day. It's warm in the sun. It's kind of cool on the porch, but not bad. Like the breeze actually feels good. So I mean, I was actually sweating when I was sitting on the deck. I got really hot. But anyway, I'm gonna go because this video, I don't want it to be too long. I'll see everybody later. If not, you'll see me the next time, and maybe then you can see me in action with my weed eater. I'm so sleepy. See everybody later. Hey, Diane. Yeah, I was just getting ready to take a shower. No, that night that, that day that I told you that I was going to talk to him, it didn't happen, because he ended up having an anxiety attack, so I had to hold him until he fell asleep, and yeah, it was kind of a rough night for him. I think he's just really stressed out about things, and he's just, I feel like that, I'm the cause of all the stress. And all I did was toss and turn, and I woke up before he did, and I took a shower, and then when I got done, he was awake, and I had to get ready for work, and he asked if everything was okay, and I told him nothing was going to be okay until the secret ended. I should have never let myself, I know what I should have done is I never should have went to Asheville. I should have never went to Asheville Thanksgiving. I should have just stayed my tail home and just told him, look, stop talking to me. We can't be together. So he's going to see Bobo this coming weekend, and he's going to tell him. But they don't change the fact about my past, and so either way, I'm still planning on ending things because it just Bobo's not going to approve, and once he does tell Bobo that me and him are together, Bobo's going to tell him everything about these men that not men, but boys that I've slept with, and Tom will never look at me the same again, and I just know. I mean, he said, I told you about me. He said, at least you want a prostitute. Going around sleeping with everybody, that's just nasty. Come on. Yeah, that was really hurtful.
Really hurtful. And it is the truth. I'm a nasty slut. And I know Bobo changed me. And Bobo knows he changed me. But it don't change things. I know. He taught me in the burning the black book. Let me tell you the honest God's truth. Burning that black book did not end everything. You know, I told you there's ways of Tom finding out about me. I told you there was ways of Tom finding out about me in my past. And that the internet is full of secrets. Well, tell you the honest God's truth. I still get phone calls, text messages, emails from a lot of these guys. Oh, yeah, and plus Facebook Messengers. I just ignore them. I block them so they can't contact me or keep bugging me. Yeah. And every time I'm around Tom, I try to keep my phone on silent, because every now and then I'll get one, and the first text message is always something, kind of nasty. If he saw that, he'd flip. And and even sometimes I'll just go and check my text messages, and there'll be a naked picture. Oh, so can you? Yeah, I've thought about getting my phone number changed, but I never got my number changed. I lied to Rene. I've lied to her, and I told her that I changed my number in case she tried to get it from somebody. So I could have my phone number changed, but I don't want to right now because Tom might ask questions, and yeah, I could always say, yeah, tell Margaret was bugging me, but that's just another lie. And Diane, I can't keep lying to him. I can't pretend that I'm some little angel. God knows I'm far from an angel. If we were to add each other to our Facebook, he would see all these thousands of boys on my page. Not thousands, but hundreds. And he would go and look through all the comments. There's no way in the world that I can delete all these guys and all their comments. So it's just, and then if I change my Facebook account, he's going to wonder why. Because there ain't going to be much up there. And if changing my phone number and changing my Facebook profile, yeah, he's going to definitely know I got something to hide then. He's going to think I'm cheating on him. That's why. Okay, I know. Alright. Okay. I know, I need to tell him. Just tell him. Okay. And what makes it even worse is that down there at the beach, a lot of these boys know where I live. I'm telling you, Diane. It's like everybody down there at the beach knows me. Every guy down there at the beach knows me. Bobo knows that. I'm just a popular little slut down there at Caroline Beach. And that's why, if I take him to the beach and me and him are together, especially karaoke nights, oh my God. He's going to be questioning me. And yeah, I know, Diane. I know. Okay. I'm gonna tell him. Okay, when he comes down this weekend, I'll just say, okay, you're dating a stripper, an ex-stripper, and you're also dating a slut. I'm a nasty whore, and you need to run for the hills. I can't help but feeling this way. I'm ashamed of all things that I've done, but I know he's gonna be ashamed of me. I've never really been praying kind. After all the things that I've done, I think God turned his back on me a long time ago. Now all I want to do is just be happy. But I can't be happy, and that's because I don't deserve to be happy. Hang on, I got a message on Facebook. Diane, it's my friend Kristy. She told me that Bobo was just over there. I'm gonna read what she says. Okay, all right, yeah, I don't want to keep you. All right, I'll keep you updated. Yeah, I'll tell him this weekend. I promise. All right, bye. She told Bobo that I was, oh my God, she told him about me and her being friends, and that I was wanting her and Kristy back together. I want him and Kristy back together. Okay, well, what did he say? I am curious. I don't think I want to know. Might as well just go ahead and see. Nothing really. I don't buy that. I'm going to say, Kristy, I know that he said something. He had to. Just be honest. Don't worry about sparing my feelings. Just tell me. I want to know. He told Kristy that she could be friends with whoever she wanted to be, but he was not planning on ever being around me again. That we got our closure and that was it. And it's best if we keep our distance because it's just awkward. He seems still kind of upset. I totally understand. And I was expecting that. Well, there you go, Tom. I was expecting that. It's up to you to be sorry. Well, there you go. That right there is all it takes for me to just forget about Tom and just move on. So, Bobo's never going to approve of me and Tom. So, I just got to break up with Tom. It's final. I've made up my mind. That was my answer right there. I don't want to be a coward and do it over the phone. So I'll just wait and do it in person. This weekend. Yeah. Well, Patty, you've made your mind. There's no way now. There's no way now me and Tom can be together. But he does not want nothing to do with me. And I got too much of a nasty past anyway. And it's obvious we're not meant to be. We're just not meant to be. Hard as it is, we're not meant to be. Patty, you should. Patty, you're so stupid. You should never, ever thought talk to you anytime I have a chance. So, I'm going to take a shower. And I'm going to drink some wine. I'm going to bed. I have to let go. I have to let go of the best thing that's ever happened to me. And that's what you get, Patty. I guess karma is a bitch.